sandwich between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go. Check right. Ready?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. They've got his man complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, back. Hey, you. Ready?
And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On free. And some room to And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Powers through him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. His first catch good for a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yellow, go.
Throwing now is Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Now Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Prescott yet again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Micah Parsons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And his top speed, as computed by next-gen stats, 21.6 miles per hour. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that to the defense.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Prescott looks to throw on first. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all that time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
Receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away, and you think about Justin Jefferson.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this one too low.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. We'll get this up to about the 44. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From the 44, Lance. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's Lance. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, Lance. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On play action, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point safely through, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Lance now on first down. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Working from the gun, Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Lance and company going on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 78 yards. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 49 away. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the 30 on second down. Lance looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton.
Here we go. Back.
3 yards remain for second down.
Strike 2.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Here's Lance to throw it. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Yellow. 6, 7. Ready?
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Come on, back.
Desperation time here. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they'll go for it. Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down. From the gun, it's Lance. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Lance looks to throw again. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing here, Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as
and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Purdy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Purdy with one final shot here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has